Hello, I will be showing you the foundations of medical terminology, how medical terms and word parts work. I do believe that it is more beneficial to understand the terms than it is just to memorize it. You'll have a better understanding of the terminology and the word parts and how to put together words and also how to read terms. There are four types of word parts. One is the root, which is the foundation of the term, such as cardi, which means heart, abdomen, stomach, angi, vessel. And then when you add the O to these root words, they become the combining form, which is the combination of the root and combining vowel. In most cases, it is the letter O, such as cardio, abdomino, and angio. There is also a suffix which is the word ending, such as itis, which means inflammation, algia, pain, ist, specialist. There is a prefix sometimes, which is the word beginning, an, which means without, epi, above, and hyper, excessive. These are some examples of that. And these go before the root word. There are three rules. One is read the meaning of medical terms from the suffix back to the beginning of the term and across, such as carditis. Itis means inflammation. Card, which means heart. You would read it backwards. Inflammation of the heart. Subdermal. All means pertaining to. Sub means under, and derm means skin. So you would read it pertaining to, under the skin. It has the prefix, root, and suffix. Another example would be urology. Logy is study of, and uro is urinary tract. So that would read study of the urinary tract. One more example is carditis. Itis is inflammation, which is the suffix. Card is heart, which is the root word. You would read it backwards. Inflammation of the heart. You would start from the end to the beginning of the word. Another rule is drop the combining vowel before a suffix beginning with the vowel, such as the root word cardio. And if you were to add itis to the end of it, it would become carditis. You would drop the O. Same with gastritis and arthritis. Gastritis has the root word gastro, where you would drop the O to become gastritis. And arthritis has arthro, and you would drop the O to become arthritis. And when you are, you keep the combining vowels between two root words. So when you have two root words in a medical term, such as gastroenterology, you would keep the O in gastro and not drop it. Same as myocarditis and electrocardiogram. There are some terms that sound very similar, but they do mean different things. Here are some examples, such as chromo, which means color, and chondro, which means cartilage. And as you can see, there is the O, which is the combining vowel. Add to that, so that is the combining form. Cyto, which means sal, and there is cysto, which means urinary bladder. And those two sound very similar, but they are very different meanings. Sarco, flesh, and sacro, which means sacrum, same thing. These three examples show that they sound very similar, but they do have very different meanings. Here are some other words. They are the ending that do sound, these also sound similar, but they do mean different things. Gram, which means record. Graph, instrument for recording. Graphy, process of recording. So they do involve the same definition, which is record or recording or to record, but they do have different meanings. Another example is scope, which means instrument to visually examine, and scopy, which means process of visually examining. So one talks about the instrument and the other is the process of visually examining. Another example is tomy, process of cutting, ectomy, excision or removal, and stomy, which means new opening. So those sound similar as well, but they do have different definitions as well. So I hope this helped. Like I said, I believe it's better to actually understand this process and how these words work and how you put them together and take them apart versus just memorizing them. Thank you.